So using my Mob Armor phone mount system here, I've got the Mobnetic 90 working for me right now. We're just digging in this sewer and this water here, this new house. So we located the sewer stub, located the water stub. Now we're just getting ready to dig it in here. Well, we are digging it in. Kind of missed the incon for the sloping of the trench. This way I have to take and bench it down a little bit, shelf it. You know, everybody just thinks the incon isn't that great, but man, it's amazing how well it works for doing trenching applications like this, where you have room to take and be able to slope your trenches. Sometimes you have to use a trench box, you can't use a trench box. But in most every application that we have enough room to slope it. It may not be a perfect slope, but we can slope it. But got a little low over there. Wish I had my Trimble system. Hasn't come in yet, but we'll get it hooked up on this machine. Gonna do 3D GPS on this one. For houses like I'm doing here, it's really gonna help out a lot. Because this is a big house with lots of corners. A couple of elevation changes. So if I had it for nothing else, for the elevation changes, it would be well worth it. With all the corners and stuff, it's gonna be pretty valuable. Some really hard clay we got over here. It amazes me how hard this stuff is. Comes off in chunks. CP buckets, I guess they do the job, but they really need to figure out how to change them up so they're actually have the ability to roll out better. I don't know about for some of you guys, but for me, rollout is super important, especially when I'm trying to get a vertical wall and not have to get all the way away from it. Because when I have to get all the way away from it, it doesn't allow me, if it's deeper than I can reach, when I'm all the way away from it, it doesn't allow me to dig as deep as the machine will go. I think they make some other buckets like tag, but even the tags are still a little bit difficult to work with too. I've always liked the CF, Central Fabricators bucket. I think Woods owns them, but they're really, really nice buckets. Really nice buckets. And I've had them ever since I started back in '97. I've had CF buckets probably since maybe 2000, and they've always been really, really, really good. They last a long time. They're well built. They use good steel. Really, really, really good. Really, really good buckets. So I don't know if you guys can see it though. The machine's kind of jumped around a bit just because this clay is so hard. It comes out in chunks. So it's kind of crazy how it comes out in these chunks. Super hard material. This 250's got a lot of reach. Really like how much reach this thing has for a quote-unquote smaller machine. It's got a lot of reach, which makes it really, really nice to have all the reach when doing basement digs, especially when they're deep. The last couple I've dug have been pretty deep. I only used the 250 on one of those though. I had to use the 210 and the Volvo 220 for the other one, which was still good, but always nice to have the extra reef such for things, sure. Checking our grade here, where we're going to go underneath our footings at. So we still got about 1.5 feet. And we've got to come up, we've got to go about 30 feet probably. So we'll take it down a little bit more and move on back. Working on a big lot like this is kind of nice. You have some room to play, really. So you can always adjust your pipe. But when we do our sewer and our waters like this here, we always do them before the foundation's in. So when we do them, we actually make it to where we don't have to worry about the foundation backing into the foundation, getting in the way, which makes it a lot quicker. I've done the other way, like down in the Salt Lake area, where you more or less have to put the foundation in before you put the sewer in, because they want to measure off the foundation, which I've always thought was a little ridiculous, because whenever we do ours, we always have stakes in showing where the house is at. So it's pretty easy to tell exactly where the house is at. But when we do the sewers, like this house here, it's actually going to have what we call a walkout basement. And so it's going to walk out in the front, around the side, and it's going to walk out of the back as well. So a lot of the house will be daylighted. So in order to do that, we have to be able to make sure that when it gets cold around here, that the footings aren't going to get any frost underneath them, which will actually raise the house, actually heave the house. So we have to take it, dig our footings down here 3 feet below grade, below our finished grade on the outside of the house. And so here, with bringing the sewer in like we're doing, it will actually end up being about 3.5 feet lower than the bottom of the footings that are in the actual basement. We'll bring them in underneath the frost footings. So when we bring them in underneath the frost footings, we've got to be deeper. And it'll actually be better because the water, when it's deeper like that, we don't have to worry about the water freezing on it either. So it actually saves everybody, in all honesty. It's a little bit harder to figure out, to explain to the guys when they're new on why we do it, but that's in a nutshell why we do it. And then we keep grade. We have our grade set for a foot below the bottom of our footings where we come into it at. That way we know where to have our sewer grade. Then we'll put our sewer pipe in, get our sewer pipe in and done, and then we'll take it, put gravel on it, cheap gravel underneath it, so it's got a good solid base. We'll walk on it, make sure there's no deflection in the pipe. And then we'll take and make sure that there's gravel over the top of it after it gets inspected. And then we'll bury it. Out here it's pretty important to put gravel over the top of your pipe, how hard this soil is. Yeah, see, that's pulling through that tough. It's so stinking hard. It amazes me how hard soil can get. When you get into caliche, you get into rock, stuff like that. It's all hard, but just straight up dirt sometimes can be hard. That's why it's nice sometimes to have a ripper. We've got the Incon coming for this one, and we've also got Trimble GPS coming for this one, and auto grease system for this one as well, which will make it pretty nice. You guys aren't going to complain at all, that's for sure. I'll be able to dig a basin by myself. I'll be able to run this grade right here by myself. I'll be able to do all of this by myself. And then he can just put in pipe, and when it comes time for moving dirt, he can move dirt with the loader. So I think it'll be a vital key to our operation. Right now I just have 2D on the 210, but it works really, really well. Really well. So well, in fact, that I decided to go 3D this time. It's a little bit of an investment, but to me that's just what it is. It's an investment. It helps us to get our jumps done faster, it helps us to be more accurate. We can more or less lay out our own foundations. So it'd be kind of nice when we're all up and running. I'm gonna go get some gravel and gravel some of these pieces of pipe as he's bringing them in. So thanks for watching.